Hey everybody, Trisha here with BAM, Badasses, Alchemists, Mystics. Just have time for a little bit of a card reading today. We're going to use Sacred Earth Oracle again, just because I love this deck. And may only have time to just do one for the collective, so we'll see. We're going to flow with it. Just going to take a minute to breathe. It's been an interesting week, very full. I've been having just times of irritation, just underlying irritation for no reason whatsoever, because everything's wonderful in my life. And I'm just riding it, just being with what is, whatever arises, love it. And I've been muscle testing, or I use my pendulum to test, or sometimes I'll use different methods with my finger, just to kind of get a take on, okay, I'm feeling irritation towards pretty much everyone and everything, no matter what. There is no reason for this. And also waves of sadness coming in. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Jennifer. So just having these emotions come up, and also I'm doing a lot of heart wounding work, inner child work around relationships, and so a lot of stuff from the past is coming in, but it's more mild than it's ever been. And these are issues that I've worked on extensively, that it's just like there's little feelings and stuck energy around various things that are just coming to the surface. Just enough to cause like sadness, irritation, unease, really just to be with it. I've been sleeping a lot more lately, still doing my stuff. I canceled a few appointments last week, but really just in each moment deciding, okay, this is coming up. I even had a moment where I missed my mom. My mom's been off planet now for 7 years, and there was just this little part of me that came up that was like, I miss my mom. And I cried, and I just allowed that part of me to miss her without really trying to figure it out. Why? What's causing this? It just is. And I'm noticing that as I'm being with these emotions, these feelings, these memories, that are coming up with love and curiosity. And sure, at times I'm like, this is just annoying. Yet, if I don't take the time to do it now, as it's just ready to come up and be loved and looked at, it'll just come up again later. So why not do it now? If it's coming up, it's ready. It's ready to be looked at and loved. So, card for the collective. I don't know if you all are going through similar stuff. And if you are, put it in the comments, because I find that a lot of times when I'm going through things, a lot of people are going through it, or sometimes I go through things a little bit before other people. So this may be coming up this week for you, since I had it last week. So card for the collective for this week coming up with the Sacred Earth Oracle. Listen. Listen. This is not only listen to your loved ones, or listen to yourself speaking to loved ones, or it could be just listening to music. It could be listening to the music on the radio, or who listens to the radio anymore, to Spotify, or whatever platform you listen to. Or it could be listening to the sounds of nature, the music of nature, the music of your surroundings. And I think this is most importantly not only listening to what's around you, but taking time every day to listen within. Taking that time to find that inner calm, that inner point. It's called the 0 point. It's called your core essence. It's called the void. It's a center of the field inside of you, usually solar plexus, heart kind of area. Just taking a minute, breathing, letting all of the outer world just kind of fall away for a minute, and you just find your inner point. Really just pay attention to the energy within you. Breathing and getting into that center point. It's called many things. And in that center point, even if you get there for just a few seconds or a few minutes, healing takes place. Centering, aligning takes place naturally. That's the healing mechanism. That's the self-healing space. And then usually from that point, if you can just get to there for just as long as you can get there, the next action becomes clear. It happens every time. And sometimes there's a message there from your inner voice. So this is for the collective to listen to what's around you from this point of center, or listening within. What is your inner voice saying? What is your inner sound? What is your inner presence? Sometimes listening actually has to do with seeing as well. All of the intuitive gifts all kind of play into each other. So even though it's a listening to what's inside, it's also sometimes shows up as a seeing or a feeling as part of the listening. Some of you do have what we would call clairvoyance. You may get an image of a memory or something that you're asking about. You may actually get a flash of a picture when you're in that still point, that center point within yourself. So listening can be with your eyes, your ears, your body, taking the time to listen for guidance, for direction, for healing, for calm. It's all right there inside of you. And so that's for you. Taking that time. It's part of your healthcare. That's what I've been telling clients, especially clients that are coming from the medical system. This kind of work, mind, body, spirit, healing, is part of your healthcare. So taking that time every day to find your still point, your center point within, the fertile void within, and listening with your eyes, your ears, your body for guidance. Or it might even just be being in that point takes care of all the stuff. The pain goes away. The feeling of irritation, like I was feeling this last week, just starts to get less. And I got some clarity in those points, in those times where I was sitting there. I got a little bit of clarity about what this irritation really is, because nothing in my 3D world was indicating I needed to be irritated about anything, because everything's going fine. Yet I found some solution, some reason for it in a more etheric place. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't take that time. Just sit and be and listen. Okay, so hello everybody. Becca and Paul. Good. So both of you, same things bubbling up. Good. This is where we're at. They're just little bubbles. It's just bubbling up. Hi, Kathy Nicholas. It's not necessarily major stuff. It's just little things bubbling to the surface. Some of it's remnants of things we've already feel we've dealt with, but it's just another layer. It's really just another part of the spiral. Bubbling up to be looked at, to be loved. Jennifer, today I was working on who I believe myself to be and wondering what others believe me to be. Are they congruent? Am I living my authentic self? Would I be surprised at what the others think I am? Oh, that's really lovely. You know, that's really insightful. Are you living authentically who you are, Jennifer? At that core essence, not the avatar, not the personality, because those are just things. The avatar or the personality or how others see you is really just part of how you're moving through this existence. It's and you can shift that just like you would shift a piece of clothing. You can take a look and say, you know what, I don't want to present myself that way anymore as the one who knows this, or this quality, this archetype. We can shift those pretty easily. What really is, what I see, is it congruent? And if it's not congruent, what really matters is you. How you are being authentically. And if how you are being authentically out, and then how that projects out, that becoming out in the world, if you're noticing what you're getting back from your outer world is conflicting and it's not congruent, that's an easy shift. Because it really just goes back to what's in here. Your relationship with you. And if there's congruence here, then look for the congruence out there. And those are your guideposts out there. What matches your authentic self in here? When you see it out there, that's your guidepost. That's your little breadcrumb you've left for yourself. Like, ooh, go with that person. Go with that career or that project. And then what's coming back at you that's not congruent, you can decide, oh, that might just be a change of a personality or an archetype that I have to embody. And that's what we can shift out in our mental realm, in our personality or our ego. And we have good parts of our ego. They're not all bad. A lot of parts of our ego are usually reflections of an inner child piece that just still needs to be healed. But we have an aware ego. We have an ego part of us that actually is the kind of the parent or the monitor of all the other parts. I've learned that in Zen dialogue with Al Rappaport. We do have parts of our ego that are our allies, that are maintaining all of these other parts of our avatar that we can shift in and out of. So the congruence really has to be in here, Jennifer. You know what, Jennifer? I'm going to draw you a card. Just because I'm talking to you now, I got really honed in on your comment, and I appreciated that. So I'm going to start with Jennifer. And then I'll take some time to draw cards for everyone that is asking today. Jennifer. Ooh, this card got drawn last week. Absence. This is in conjunction with you, with what you were sharing. And this absence piece is really, I feel like what I was talking about with the collective. This absence is really, and you got the horse, which symbolizes freedom in pretty much every culture. This was your card last week. I couldn't remember who I drew it for. It has different meaning this week, I think. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember what it was last week. I remember last week it was a little heavier than all the others. I do remember that. But this week I feel like this is a continuation. Jennifer, I actually want you to comment what you feel this card is indicating this week, because you're in a different time. You're in a totally different space this week. So it's interesting the same card has come up. I know for me, it's amplifying what I just said of absence is the void. It's that space inside of you that's infinite possibilities. From infinite possibilities deep within our core, that's where we make our next choice. From that point, I was just talking to a client about this. I believe what we are doing is that point that we're talking about, that kind of, you're moving into filling the spiritual voids that busy life has blurred. Wonderful. Yes, Jennifer. We can take moments to be in this spiritual void. And it doesn't mean void like it's like has no meaning void. It just means it's empty and full at the same time. Infinite field of possibilities. And in the center of that is this empty space that we want to get to, where it's all perfect. The key is, in this evolution that we're in, is to be able to move through our external world in that space. That's where we are. And that's where we're headed, for some of us practicing. And noticing when you're out of that space, when you are getting caught up in that blurriness of the busy life, and your mind's getting pulled in all of these directions, and you're out of that space. Yes, Kelly, the non-dualistic spiritual space. Yes, it's called so many things, but we're all talking about the same thing here. The practice is getting there as much as we can, where we are living from there. So when we notice, I'm not in that space, I am losing my shit here. Like, I'm getting caught up in this person's stuff, this person's stuff, this person's stuff. This was my thing. I was irritated because I was being affected by I decided, let me reword, to get caught up in other people's choices. The result of their choices, which was opposite of what I would have chosen, was now affecting me, and it was pissing me off. So I was irritated. So when I sat with that, I'm like, okay, Trisha, you are allowing it to piss you off. You're allowing other people's choices to take you out of your fertile void. So what are you going to do with this? And where is this irritation really? And then I could go deeper into some inner child parts that were irritated and sad and wanted to be held and things like that. Once I really noticed, oh, okay, this is why it seems their choices are affecting me, because I am irritated with some of my own stuff. So then I made the choice. I'm like, let people have their choice. Doesn't have to affect me. So, long story short, being in that vast and full at the same time, thank you, Kelly, beautiful, non-dualistic spiritual space, the spiritual void, 100% of the time. Like, that's what we're going for. Let's go for the 100% of the time. And when we notice we're not, because when we're there and doing our life, things are really easy. You don't take on people's stuff. You really are clear about what your part in all of it is. It may just be saying a little prayer for that person, or talking to them for 5 minutes on the phone, or giving them a hug, or just witnessing them, but not taking it on. If we're not in that 100% of the time, it's being aware, oh, I'm not in that space. I'm getting caught up in the whirlwind. Let me shift back. Let me take a minute, disengage, find it, and then move forward. And so it's not about beating yourself up. Oh my God, I can't do this. I'm in it again. The superficial shit of the world that means nothing, that it's all just a movie anyway. And I'm getting all caught up in it, and it's affecting my health, and I'm not sleeping. Shit, I did it again. And then notice and love that and have compassion and just get back in. Go for a swim, go for a run, take a bath, listen to some music, just sit on a comfy chair and breathe, get out in nature, sit under a tree. You're there. It doesn't take long to get back there the more that you practice being there. Okay. Absence. So that's what I see for this card for you this week, is keep going, because what you're doing is working. This card's coming in, I feel like, to saying freedom is there. Freedom, the horse, is in the absence. It's in that void. So good job, Jennifer. This card's coming up, I feel, to just confirm. Keep going. Yes. Jennifer, I hold space for others every day professionally, focusing on mine more fully and with love. Yes, same here. When we have a facilitator role where we are holding space for others, either in the psychological realm, in the healing arts of all types, this is super duper important. Even more so. But we're all healers and facilitators. We're moms. We're healers. We're magicians. We're wizards. We're grid keepers, earth keepers, sound keepers. We're all of it. We're daughters. We're sons. We're fathers. All of us. These are the archetypes that we take on and let go of. We can slip them on and off like shirts. That's what they're there for, these archetypes. Jennifer and Kelly sharing love. Woohoo. Oh, it feels so good. Hi, Lisa Pagola Rivers. I was just thinking of you yesterday because I was typing your email in my list and sent you lots of love. Okay. Went off on a tangent, but you know what? It was a tangent that needed to be gone off into. All right, so Becca and Paul and Kathy Nicholas. And I see I skipped you ahead, Jennifer. I see Sheila. Yes, Becca, experiencing the same thing. I think we all are. This is what we're doing. This is our state of being, of becoming, the new human. Some would say this is the human we were at one point, but we've moved past that. We are becoming a whole entirely different human being, even before the beginning of this earth realm. Even like before Atlantean times, before Lemurian times, before all of these different phases, we are in a whole nother field. We've never done this before. We got to the point where we were doing what we were doing, like we got to where we were. Now we're skyrocketing past that. We're doing a good job. All right, Becca. That's what all myself that is my guide team, the Galactic Council that is me, is like, woohoo, you humans are kicking ass. Like, we're doing great. So don't try not to get caught up in all the other stuff that's saying everything's going to shit. We're doing fabulous. Keep your eye on the positive. We are doing this. We've done it and are doing what even the galactic grids, they have to get updated because we have surpassed what was planned for us. I'm going to start crying. This is my state of being. We are doing badass things. So if you start getting caught up in the negative and really looking at the world stage and you're like, oh my God, everything's imploding. It's not going to look the way we think it's going to look. Keep your eye on the positive. We're doing a fabulous job, surpassing any plans that we've ever had for ourselves. And the Earth's already done it, so she's already there. All right. So do what brings you joy. Woo! Becca. Potential. Be what brings you joy. So, Becca, for you, there's parts of you that are emerging. Like, she's looking pretty good. She's pretty, like, in her Zen space. And this is very clear, like what we were just talking about. This potential parts of us, and especially you, are peeking through to be looked at, they feel safe. This is what I'm hearing for you, Becca. There are parts of you that finally feel safe to emerge. That's what this. Safe. And ready to create. So take the lid off. Take the boundaries off, because there are parts of you that are so ready, because you've done such a good job that now you have like a nice format for your life, that there's parts that are ready to come forth, that are ready to create something really beautiful. So take the lid off. Take your boundary. Really stretch your boundaries with yourself. You're ready. Stop telling yourself you're not. Stop it. You're restricting yourself at this point. And I don't even feel like just take the cloak off. Like, it's not even going to be hard to break those restrictions. You're ready. There's parts that are fabulous, wonderful beings that have lived on this planet multiple times that are totally ready to help with this big transformation. It's for all of us. It is time to take the freaking boundaries off of ourselves. We're doing it to ourselves. Stop blaming other people out there. Our past, our childhood. Sure, these parts, there's little wounded pieces left that we have to love, but then it's quick. It doesn't have to take years anymore. Time and space are almost becoming non-existent. Things are happening immediately. So change your frame of reference that it's going to be a long haul. It's going to take years or months or whatever. No, it's almost instantaneous. And we're doing it to ourselves. Be self-responsible. This is for all of us. If we are feeling restricted out there in the world, you're doing it to yourself. And so take a look. How are you restricting yourself? How are you abusing yourself? How are you limiting yourself? There's parts that are ready, that feel safe. So much potential to create what you want, Becca. Do it. All right, paw. Paw. Oh, paw. Alchemy. You may have gotten this before, paw. I think Becca's gotten this one before. Like a long time ago. Paw, you're on fire. You're ready to create with your hands. This is healing. This is inspiration. This is building things. This is manifesting like the wizard that you are. It is time. Do it. Alchemy is taking uncomfortable transformation. It's when things are ready to change, they're uncomfortable and they are ready. You can't stop it, and this is where you're at. You can't stop it. Why would you want to? You can do this with ease. Look how this is the palm of the hand. This is about healing. This is about creating. This is being the manifesting wizard that you are, Paul. Step into it. Realizes what you touch turns to gold. The miser touch. Midas, not miser. You got the Midas touch. There was like an 80s song about that. So that's for you, Paul. There's not really much more to say other than you're freaking on fire. Own it. Do it. Create. You and your wife can be a powerhouse at this time because you're both in alignment. Start creating your life of your dreams because it's time. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, Kelly, I think you're next. Oh, no, Kathy Nicholas. Hopefully you're still on, Kathy. Let me see. Kathy may not be still on. Oh, yeah, she's here. Kathy Nicholas. So I don't have a list. So Kathy and then Kelly. I'll just go two at a time here. And then I see Sheila, too. Good morning, Melissa. Gosh, you were on my list to text today. I'm forgiving myself for not being good with correspondence. It's just the way that it is right now. But you are on my list, Melissa. Okay, here we go. Woo, Kathy Nicholas. Thanks for hanging in there, kid. Ooh, revolution. Revolution has a couple meanings to it, Kathy. When I first think of revolution, I think of like uprising, right? Like we're revolting. We're pushing through the chains. We're creating change. But it also is about revolving. Time is spherical. Well, and then in the upper dimensions, there is no time. It just all happens instantaneously. And that's where some of us are. But in this case, let's look at spherical time. Spherical time, revolving. Thank you, Becca, for being my moderator. Thank you, Becca. Okay, so, Kathy, it's also, look at it this way. It's spherical as far as a spiral. So you're revolving back to something to change a pattern, Kathy. Whatever it is you're holding when you asked for a card, like, I need guidance about this. This card's coming up as saying, you are revolving, you are revolving, you are looping back to something, and it might seem like it's the same old thing, but it's not. A lot has changed. Taking stock. When we are revolting, if there is a revolution like in a government, they've gotten to the point where the timing is right for them to make a change in the bigger scheme of things. And they have source, divine flow backing them to break the system in some way. It's the same for you in personal life. You have divine force, divine flow behind you in this matter that you are ready to break through into a whole nother level of the spiral. So trust. And look at her. She's calm. Like, she's just doing it. She has a lot of bird support, air support, that's spirit. She's holding the sphere. This is like the field of infinite possibilities here. She's holding it. She's flowing. There's like a lot of colors. Like, it's time. It doesn't have to be like the kind of revolt that it's like, that's it. Take up the arms. We're fighting. It's just, it's time. La. So it can be easy. So whatever it is that you're ready to change, the timing is perfect. It has revolved around. Enough has fallen off and changed and cleared and transformed for you to like up level in this certain situation, whether it's healing for you or a loved one or a relationship or a job. It is time. Do it. That's for you, Kathy. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay, so I think we have Sheila and Lisa. Sheila, Lisa, Kelly. Sheila, Lisa, Kelly. I think I do. I kind of find a little card here. Sheila, Lisa, Kelly. Sheila, Lisa Manning, Kelly Garza, and then Melissa. I believe. Oh, and Jason. Hi, Jason. You're going to be after Melissa. Okay. I'm just making sure I got everybody. And I actually did find something to write it down. Okay. I think I got everybody. Okay. Sheila, Lisa, Kelly, Melissa, Jason. And then I may be done. Sheila. Ooh, good, they're coming. Surface. Another water card. You got one last week too. How was SeaWorld? So, Sheila, this is saying a part of you that has been buried is ready to just come out. It's kind of like what Becca had. It's just a little different, but this is more watery. This is more, this is very deep consciousness stuff. So it's really just an allowing, Sheila. Allowing any emotions that are coming up to be looked at and loved to clear easily. Just be noticed. Like, put it in the sun. Let the sun shine on things and take care of it. You don't have to do, like, big old trauma work and therapy and blah. No, it's really just whatever's surfacing. Love it, see it, put it in the sun, get some fresh air, and let it receive love and awareness, and then there it is. Easy. Allow stuff to surface. It's a watery card, so this is going to be emotional realm. It'll come up. It's time. Let it. It's done. Play it through. Sing it out. Go work out. Go laugh. It can be that easy. Woohoo! This is for all of us. It can be that freaking easy. Lisa Manning, you are next. Lisa. Then Kelly, then Melissa, then Jason. Lisa Manning, formation. God, I love these cards. She has her head up, she's listening, she's receiving sunlight, the light's shining out from her. She's in this place of like ecstasy, and she is forming her world. She's shaping her reality. This is linked to everything we've been saying this call. Get into the still point space, the fertile void within. Cultivate your own personal consciousness, core energy from here. Let it just vibrate and radiate out, and then you form your life. Shape your reality the way you want. Get your mind out of the way that's saying, no, that's not what if it turns out this way? No, just stop. If your brain starts blocking you, get back in still point. Get back into that void. It can be freaking easy, y'all. Shape your reality the way you want. If it's a partner, if you're looking for love, and actually I just all of a sudden saw like a couple in here, and then it went away. So like little things are popping out at me, and there's lots of butterfly, but I just saw a couple actually embracing and a heart, and now it's gone. If it is a couple, if you're looking for that person, stop looking. Be within yourself the love that you want to experience in another. It's an inside job, and then radiate that out, and then just look. Just notice. Oh, look, there's a guy. He'll just come in. He'll come into your field when it's time. Our thing is taking care of here. Shaping our reality, radiating that love, that peace out, and then watching for it to appear in your outer world. It takes as long as it takes, and it can happen instantaneously. And if you miss it, it'll loop back around, because what is meant for you won't pass you by. Sometimes we're just not ready for it to happen so quickly. So formation, Lisa. That's for you. Kelly Garza. So Kathy saying, having been everyone's everything for 35 years and making more space for my endeavors. Beautiful. That's the revolution. It's your own personal revolution for your own life. It's not really about everyone else. This is about Kathy. Good. All right, Kelly, and then Melissa, then Jason. So hang in there, y'all. Kelly, you got the same card. I'm really getting pulled in, Kelly, on like the ecstasy of this person. She is like in total bliss here. It's just her way of being. That light is shining from deep in here out her face. So maybe people are seeing this in you. They're saying, Kelly, you're really looking young. You're really looking bright. You're looking healthy. And this is why. Because you are radiating. So allow that, because that is what's going to create your world. And you're going to start seeing that in others because you are radiating. So keep doing what brings you joy. And I know you're a facilitator for others. And it's like we can very easily just take on other people's heaviness. And, you know, as facilitators, we just absolutely have to stop doing that. And maybe even pick and choose our clients a little more. And I'm at that point. I don't know if that's I think they'll pick and choose themselves. I don't think we have to like cut out anyone, or I think it's just the more that we are the light that we are, and we're allowing that to radiate out, who we facilitate for just naturally shifts. That's the formation. But I know a lot of people, I have quite a few mental health counselors as my clients, and other healers in all capacities, not even mental health, physical health, spiritual health, you know, all of it, right? Holistic healthcare people. And there's people that are really shedding a lot of deep, dark stuff right now. And good, and maintaining our own light, and realizing there is a facilitator for every single person out there. And if it's not us anymore, it's okay. There's plenty other people out there. So this is like for whatever's happening. I don't even know why I'm going into clients and stuff like that. I think I'm putting my own stuff into this. I'm resonating with this card for me personally. So let me just take a step back and make sure that this is a message for you and not me. I'm seeing flowers. I see in this picture, when I really hone in on you, when I go back into my fertile void and really just think about Kelly, what I'm seeing in this is the butterflies and the flowers, Kelly. And what I said in the beginning about the bliss and that radiation out of beautiful light is all for you. Flowers. Maybe surround yourself with flowers. Maybe go walk in a garden. I'm really seeing a lot of flowers in the picture and in my mind, like smells and colors and the beauty of a garden. So if you have an opportunity to be in a garden today or this week, or maybe like go to the store and buy flowers, you know, really, I feel like the flowers of what they're radiating out is going to remind something in you, some cells in yourself, to be the flowers. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got for you. Flowers. Radiate the beautiful light within. Just being you and radiating your light is helping others heal. And that's a message for all of us. Okay. Melissa. And then Jason, and then I am complete. Stretch, Melissa. I pull this one a lot. This is fascia. Yeah, we gotta get you in for a session. We gotta work your fascia. Fascia is not only physical, but it's mental, and it's energetic and spiritual and emotional. It's the web that connects everyone. this is indicating not only do you just stretch your body, like think about this web, like tree roots, all that intertwine everything in your body. So breathing and stretching and doing, and thinking about these webs in your body opening, and then fluid getting in there and light getting in there, and then that translates, into the mental. When we get all tangled up in our thoughts, that's what it's like. It's like these little branches get all twisted and tight, and then we get stuck. Our mind gets stuck in there. So as we're stretching our body, as you're walking or working out or swimming or breathing or dancing with the kids, see that translating also in stretching into the mind. Because usually what gets all knotted up here isn't even our shit anyway. It's usually what someone else told us at some point about ourselves, either when we were kids or in a relationship. And we're just like, it's just stuck in there, and it keeps like whispering to us, pss, 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 and it's not even ours. So see it as stretching and opening so you can get your own thoughts that are connected into your higher parts of yourself, because you are super intuitive. You are super intuitive. Your whole freaking family is. But you really are. And so stretching your mind, stretching your spirit, stretching your body. That's what this is saying. To open up and to push out what's not yours. So you can let in what is and let it through. Like we were talking about, cultivating that inner consciousness, because that's what moves out and through. This is where our intuition really is. It comes through us. We also have a degree of it outside of us coming in, but mostly I find that once you start cultivating that inner calm, that inner essence, consciousness that is you in its totality, that's where the intuition is. That's where the wisdom comes from. So stretch in every way, shape, and form. Stretch your mind with new ideas. Stretch your body. Stretch your spirit with new experiences that give you the chills, the ahas, that blow your freaking mind open. You're ready. And that's for you, Melissa. And Melissa, do me a favor. Send me a text. Just be like, Trisha, sending you a reminder, and I will get back to you today. I need that reminder. All right, Jason. Woo! Hopefully you're still on, Jason. I think I can check. Yes, I see you. I think you're still on. All right. Jason. Ooh. Jason. Good. This is like the most dude card I have in this whole deck. It's like mostly, in this deck, it's a lot of like feminine, flowy, not all of it, but this is like the most masculine card. And it's interesting that you got this. This is very shamanic, very Nordic, Jason. I don't know if you're into like the Nordic tradition, like, the Vikings and stuff like that. That's always what I think about when I see this. It's fortitude. It's like strong. It's like getting very clear who your support system is. You got wolf. I mean, look at all these badass guardians in the shamanic tradition and in indigenous, whether it's Nordic indigenous, North American indigenous, China even has shaman. I mean, every culture has shamans. It's not just native, North American or even South American. every culture has indigenous, tribal, ancestral energy, and this is coming forth for you. And look at these badass. You got hawk, you got cougar or panther, you got wolf. These are, what else you got? Is that like a little ferret? Hang on. You got moose. I don't know if that's like a muskrat or it might be a, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. The one that's really ferocious. Oh, it's gone. It's not a beaver. Okay, it's gone. I just can't recall the name, so it's not important. That might even be I feel like that's hawk. All right, either way. And then you have, like, he's holding a heart token here. And then you have, like, the cosmic realm. You got the star realm. So, okay, for you, Jason. And then he has the horns. So in any kind of indigenous tradition, ancestral tradition, the medicine people or the leaders usually have a headdress of sorts that represent wisdom. It's like almost like an antenna of wisdom coming in through ancestors. So for you, Jason, this is really coming in strong for your family lineage. And it's maybe your bloodline. It is time for you to really get clear. It's fortitude. It's getting strong. It's pulling in the energy of these animal friends that are coming in this picture. It's nature. It's like the strength. It's time to pull in all of the strength from your bloodline. Even your star line. So it could be your own bloodline of this lifetime culture, and also the ancestry of your star lineage and nature. It's all of it getting pulled in. I see it all getting pulled in and pulled up along your spine. So like you're aligning your spine and strengthening your spine to be a more solid foundation for your life, for your family's life. It's like being like that rock. You have a lot of support. I'm feeling it up and down my spine. And you may even be having some spine stuff going on, I'm hearing. Like your spine actually may be aligning. So if you're having like low back or neck pain or even mid back pain, just breathe and stretch and align it and do what you can to adjust it yourself. You may have to go to see someone to help with some of the discomfort, but just know that it is part of you aligning into yourself more. It's all good. Your back is straightening and getting stronger. So if you've had scans saying, oh, you got this going on, this is wrong, just let all that shit go, because everything's indicating that you are getting stronger, and anything that is presenting as not functioning properly in your body right now is healing and correcting itself. So keep your eye on that you're only getting stronger and better, and you're healing. So you can be a better support for your own life and for your family's life. You're holding a lot of DNA codes that are coming forth for your whole family, for your whole lineage right now. So work out, do what you gotta do to stay strong, that you feel empowered, because it's happening on all levels. And I like the little heart thing that this guy's holding. I'm seeing also in the background I didn't even see this before, like little figures. So this is the whole lineage piece on all realms, star lineage, ancestral lineage, all support. You're so supported right now. You're doing very important work. Whether or not your career is reflecting it or not, you just being you and doing your own path is very important work for your whole family lineage. And I'm feeling that in your ancestors right now. They're almost like bowing to you. They're thanking you. So keep going. The little heart is a remembering of how much you're loved and how much you actually do love. You're a very loving, heart-centered person. Remember that. It shines through your eyes. People feel it. So that's for you, Jason. Okay, I'm going to draw one for me. And then I'm going to end. This was a fun day. Drawing one for myself, and then I'm complete. Trisha. Perspective. Very angelic. Angel realms coming in very hardcore for me. And I'm doing a lot of healing with past relationships with the angelic realm. So this is very appropriate. It's shifting the perspective. Good, Jason. I'm glad you love it. Yes, you're welcome. So glad you asked for a card today. I love when I have men on. Oh, and I see Justin just popped on, and Paul was on. We need all of us. We're all doing this thing. Men and women. We're all waking up. We've done woken up, y'all. We're not waking up. It's happened. Okay, so this is for me. So she's pregnant with all of this cosmic energy, and she's holding the earth in her hands. So this is me tapping into my angelic parts and embracing them and changing my perspective. Okay, so this is about a perspective change for me. Lots of sacred geometry, lots of watery, lots of Holy Spirit energy here. This is about me making peace with the angelic forces that are very present in my life, and sometimes I push them out because I have some past life memory that's not so pleasant. But I am judging it as not pleasant. So I'm noticing my own languaging here, that a change of perspective is in order this weekend. And this may be part of why I've been so irritated this week. So I'm going to take this weekend to change my perspective and bring in this angelic love and energy and healing force that's coming in through me and allowing. Thank you, cards. Okay, with that, I am complete. Thank you all for tuning in. Next week is Community Healing Day on Saturday from 12 to 2. I totally forgot to announce this in the beginning, and I meant to. It is a day you just put something in the donation basket. I'm going to be doing card readings there. We have Vashti St. Germain doing her crystal sculptures and sound healing. She'll put her wands on you, her prayer wands. They are freaking amazing. We have Rebecca Freehill doing craniosacral therapy. We have Jennifer Smith doing well health scans with the fingertips, with the light. It'll scan your biorhythms, your chakra, your auric field, if you have damage, if you have things going on in your field or in your body. And then Susie is doing a workshop from 1 to 2 on positive self-talk. So next Saturday from 12 to 3, come on by BAM Med Healers in Palm Bay and just throw some money in the basket, or I have a Venmo thing, and just enjoy. I might even do a little sound jam after the workshop. So just come by and hang out for as long as you can. Come for a half hour, come for the whole day. All right, so that's next Saturday from 12 to 3. All right, hope to see y'all there.